Like, seriously, right now, what do you think? Do you think that actually just like disregarding your presentation and your perception of yourself is the right move for your life in longevity? Do you think that will make your partner happy with you?
Warning, this podcast is for entertainment only and not intended for medical purposes.
Enter the Freud.
What we used to look at as those who were experts in medicine, in research, in science, like, is that what you're saying? That this message
it certainly has infiltrated some of that. I think science, kind of the leftist woke worldview, they really want to try to make everyone equal, which is cool. Who wouldn't want to try to make everyone equal?
Yeah, nice.
But they really don't want to promote like trying to be fit. For some reason, they're not comfortable like saying, hey, everyone, we should all go out there and eat right and exercise a lot. Like the leftist world is not really comfortable with that, which seems kind of weird, you know?
Why do you think that is? Like, do you think that they would say, oh, don't read books and become educated?
Yeah, they would say that.
They would say that?
I think so. Well,
they wouldn't say don't become educated.
No, I'm saying they would. For some reason, they're okay promoting read books and get educated.
Okay.
That's cool. But they wouldn't say eat healthy and work out. They don't want to say that.
Is it okay to work hard and make money?
No, it's not. It's not.
No, come on. Wait.
Seriously.
Let me just make another clarification, right? So in these studies, I realized, like, how is attractiveness classified, right? Like, in some ways, when people think about attractiveness, they think of, like, facial symmetry and, like, oh, there's this, like, classic beauty standard, which, by the way, that is very hard to define, and people, even, like, not only therapists, professionals, and researchers talk about some kind of societal beauty standard, which, by the way, there is no standard. No one has actually compiled the standard, right? Mm-hmm. But here's some interesting ones included. Not only do you have an attractive face, and like the 20 body parts that might be attractive, more important was like teeth, and then hair, and then like body odor, or just odor in general. Like, do you have bad breath? Like, so that's like dental hygiene.
Yeah.
All of those things are entirely under one's control.
For some reason, the leftist world would not like it if I started a campaign of like, let's try to make everyone be more attractive.
Dude. Why would they not like that? That sounds fucking amazing. Like, why not?
Well, yeah.
Would they like a campaign of the opposite?
No, but they would like a campaign of let's try to make everyone more educated. They're cool with that, but they wouldn't want a campaign of we should make everyone more attractive.
What if we just say, like, let's make everyone brush their teeth, and then let's make everyone take showers, or like let's
the brush the teeth they probably would be okay with, because they would say it's like hygiene, right? Like it'll make them healthier. So healthier they're okay with, but more attractive they're not okay with.
Oh, healthier they're okay with? No, if you're obese and you're dying from diabetes, you're supposed to be. We have to accept that is just your genetics and your lot in life. No, I'm sorry. I was being absurd.
Well, but you're making a joke about what this weird thing is that we're messing around with. Is on the leftist woke worldview, it's not really okay to say America has an obesity problem. We need to start a campaign to start trying to make people eat less junk food and work out more. For some reason, that's not that okay to do right now.
Whoa.
And it's similar to this topic we've been talking about how the teachers in your son's schools kind of have some little negative attitude towards men's competition. Because male competition, let's see if we can connect some of these dots. male competition, if we look at it from an evolutionary lens, is kind of ultimately competition for alpha status and for the females and for more sexual opportunity.
Yeah.
So competition and sexual opportunity are kind of woven together somehow. And the leftist thing thinks male competition is bad, and so trying to be good looking kind of maybe is like for more sexual opportunity, and that's bad.
Right. But as soon as you get away from that as, oh, this is some competitive thing, if we were able to actually look at how deeply intertwined or interconnected your perception of your attractiveness and your perception of self-esteem and mental health are, then suddenly this has nothing to do with you being obsessed with getting jobs and rich and getting all the women. Like, it literally is about you feeling good about yourself in the world. Like, how do we I guess, explain this to ourselves and our viewers?
Right, yeah, that's what's key.
Like right now, if we're, rather than talking to ourselves, just speaking to the viewers, saying like, what do you think? Like, seriously, right now, what do you think? Do you think that actually just like disregarding your presentation and your perception of yourself is the right move for your life in longevity? Do you think that will make your partner happy with you?
And some of the viewers, the ones we're most kind of wrestling with, would say, no, you shouldn't disregard it, but it shouldn't be emphasized because emphasizing it is superficial, and being superficial is not good.
Like, why do they have just for men to make your hair not gray then? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it sort of gets back to what we talked about last week, is that there's probably an old Christian anti-sexual root in our consciousness. And if a person is going to be striving for sexual marketplace value, that's bad.
Like from birth till death, that's bad?
It kind of seems like there's a societal message on the left more, or on other sort of more moralistic or even spiritual kind of whatever side.
That's extreme.
Striving.
You mean in those more extreme types of thought processes, or fundamentalists, right? Like,
but not even that extreme. I think there's a large percentage of people, 20, 30, 40, 50% of people who would say to be striving for looking hot is bad.
Okay, is it okay to strive to be skinny?
That would be, I think even some people would be suspicious of that.
What if you're a Tour de France guy?
Then I think they would think it's okay because you're just like doing a sport thing. But if you're a bodybuilder, that's not okay. Tour de France is okay, bodybuilder not okay.
Why would you make that distinction? It's like, I mean, clearly, as soon as we make any kind of statement, it's hard to keep a straight face because it literally throws you into the realm of absurd, right? Which is actually, of course, a postmodern fucking, like, it is one of the key flags.
I don't think it's the extreme left. I think a large portion of people leaning left thinks that wanting to look hot is like stupid.
So then I should disguise my weight loss into the fact that I surf and my surfboards are a certain volume, right? And so I have to be a certain weight to ride that volume. Or like my buddy who's fighting on the 24th had to make weight for the fight. And so then he's spent like 2 months dropping weight over time so that he could fight in a certain weight class. Like, is that okay?
If it's disguised, then it's okay. But I don't know if they're not super into like dropping weight for fighting, because fighting is not really the wisest, most righteous thing to be doing. But dropping weight for Tour de France would be okay.
Well, so if you say that there is a group of people who don't think that being fit or dropping weight for any reason is okay, why is the majority, well, I can't say the majority, but why are there a huge amount of commercials and advertisements and podcasts all about how to drop belly fat and how to be fit and which diet works the best, where it's keto and it's Atkins and then it's like paleo and then it's Mediterranean? And why is that so widely spoken of if there are people who then say, like, how dare you do these things? Like, I'm starting to think that there isn't a group of people who have this opinion.
There definitely is. First off, half the people openly are pro-fitness, and probably maybe half are like, I want to look hot and I'm not ashamed of it. So obviously there's a huge population. But the other half the people, well, first off, everybody wants to lose weight, unless you're one of the very small percentage of people who's already at where you want to be. But probably 90% of people are heavier than they want to be. And of that 90% of people, the vast majority want to lose weight. But some of them will be kind of secretive about it.
Whoa. Why would they have to live in secret?
Because they like body shaming. They should love their bodies no matter what their bodies look like. Okay. That's like what the leftist, wisest people believe.
Why did you call them the wisest?
Because I think from their perspective, I don't know if wise is the right word, but if I kind of like channel that, it's like it's like people that don't love their bodies just the way they are immature and have been brainwashed by the fucked up makeup industry or the toxic world of cover magazine, fashion, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that's the narrative you're running with. And are you saying that this message has then infiltrated academia or infiltrated like what we used to look at as those who were experts in medicine, in research, in science? Like, is that what you're saying? That this message
it certainly has infiltrated some of that. I think science is pretty a lot of the more academic, scientific. Well, the scientific academic world, I think, gets it more that fitness is good and we should promote it. But the academic world of like women's studies or postmodern deconstructing constructivist blah blah blah, that's the academic world that is more like
you can call
body
it what
positivity.
It is. Dave, you don't have to call it blah blah blah. You can just call it postmodern fucking socio. No, I don't want to call them. I don't want to call them.
Well,
Marxist.
I don't know exactly what it is, but it's pretty pervasive within the college university world in America. But I don't think it gets so much into the hard sciences. A little bit, but it definitely permeates all the other. Like I heard someone talking about some economics course they were in, and they were learning about microaggressions in an economics course.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it would to get into hard science and to be published in a peer-reviewed journal, you would have to have your peers agree that to lose weight for any reason other than health is wrong. But I think in this case, you're saying that some people might even say that to lose weight for your health is neurotic.
Yeah, I think people would say that because they would say it's not good for your mental health.
Oh, so you think there's a split between mental health and health, and then in some way we're running like two parallel processes about, okay, like it's okay to deal with your physical health as long as it doesn't impact your very fragile mental health. Like,
yeah, because that world thinks that you should love yourself, and you should love yourself just the way you are, and that's essential for your mental health. That world believes that. And honestly, there's some truth to that. It's just that it gets tricky and you have to integrate it with some other things that are kind of in competition with that.